You mechabit yourself. Are you an honest person? Yes or no? Are you know why you're living? Does anyone tell you? And I give you information, and you say it's beautiful. Will you live with it, or will you throw it away? You want to steal your freedom. That's what Mitzvah is. And that's a terrible bacteria. And if Hashem says, you're not ready to go into Eretz Yisrael, build a Beis HaMikdash. You have to be proven independently. Are you Avraham Avinu yourself? There's no more parrot. So for us, there was a testing ground that's called the Mikvah. The Mikvah in the desert, that was really the point where Hashem tested it. That was really Hashem testing it. So they went into the Mikvah. Now what is in the Mikvah? You have everything. You see Ananya Kovet. You see Kodesh Baruch Hu speaking to you, Mahav Sinai. You're eating man, every morning eating man. You see, open everything, there's no outside enemy. And what did they do? Take it as love. Yes, Moshe didn't us give us Torah, but Moshe was our crutch. And Moshe doesn't come, take it as love. Do everything the way. Meraglim came up to in order to go into Eretz Yisrael. That's all it says is. We don't want it. Because they came around him. The son in him. Man, who needs it if you want to be? Now, they were right. Why do you have to come out? We were there to die in the midbar. How could they do such a stupid thing? The answer is Moshe took him out. But they themselves didn't take themselves out. You have to need a personal nifchan. Just as Hashem tested Avraham Avinu with 10 Nisyonos. So therefore, Amisor tested the Kodesh Baruch Hu with 10 Nisyonos. Tested him with 10 Nisyonos. And only those who prove themselves in the middle, they're ready to go into Eretz Yisrael. Therefore, before Mashiach comes, just when we came out of Mitzrayim from Golus, we were not ready. He had to give a personal test. He had to go into the midbar. That was the. There he had to prove himself, and he failed. Not everyone, of course. He didn't fail. The midbar is those who failed. Before Mashiach will come, you will have to get out of Golus. We have to descend at the beginning of the lecture. You have no Golus. You have all the freedom. And now we are in the midbar, and that's a very personal test. Let me quote you word by word. Cheskel Hanavi. Cheskel Hanavi, in Perikov, it's worthwhile to take note and learn it yourself. He speaks over there, he divides the history of Jewish people in 5 eras, 5 kufas. The whole Pusik starts off that Yivashon Shvi Dvar Hashem, Yivashon Hashvis, so that's where it starts off the Perikov, the first Pusik. Boy Anoshim Ezikne Yisrael, the answer Yisrael, Lidrash Es Hashem, to argue with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yeshua Hashem, we have a discussion with you. What do you want from us? Are you still committed to us? To us, right? And what is that? The discussion is taking Israel. A husband who divorces his wife still is a title to his wife. A master sold out his slave still is a master. What do you want from us? After everything you went through in Golos. So Stella and Benot and David Koyim Hashem. Neither shut the boy, you come to argue with me. Oh, Hashem swears, Tani. You can't get rid of me. I adopted you, you belong to me, for like you think, we have all the arguments. And now comes Cheskel Novi in the Perikov, divides history in 5 times, in 5 eras, until we're going to make it. The first era, we're not going into the length, too much time, was Mitzrayim. I put into Mitzrayim to develop the body of the Jewish nation. What did you do? 80% rejected me, didn't want to come. Moshe Rabbeinu's places didn't help you. Then I took out in the midbar. What did you do in the midbar? There's no reason to complain. You got everything what you wanted. You rejected me. Ragli, Egelazov, Tzainerim. Koirach! Moshe Rabbeinu, Koirach. Denying. Nobody knows exactly. There's many shittas in Yishanim when Koirach took place. Some say Mamash immediately after Kabbalah Sotayim. Some say later, at the end of the 4 years. How can you reject something which all of you witness Koirach? Hashem speaking to you. It's a test. In the midbar. The Amor Spirit, you rebelled to me. The midbar is even I killed you in the midbar. When your children came in, the innocent children, they came in, who didn't fail. Then he came to Eretz Yisrael. I gave David the Melech, Shlomo Melech, Beis HaMikdash. You were at the top of the world. What did you do? You destroyed it. Shmanta Visa B'Sisa, you destroyed it. Hashem says, well, I'm not willing to give up on you. You couldn't take the good. You got drunk, you got intoxicated. Yishman Yeshir V'Yivat. Okay, I send you to Golis. Let me see if the Goy will accept you. I went to Shiva Dalad Malkies. The last 2,000 years. Over Mother Yovan Edom. And finally, we still witnesses in our own body, the Holocaust and Russia, the whole thing. That was the 40th. Comes the 50th. Here we are today. The Midbar. Now is yourself to you find a chance and you are alone. Says the Cheskel of his father, Lamed Gimel. Says Cheskel of would say Posig Lamed Al. Would say see Es Kamina Ami. That's the 50th, our time of today. When I saw this in the Cheskel, I went simply shook. Because it doesn't have years I'm talking about it, and I didn't find our situation in the Novi. I didn't find it clearly. But it says, I'm taking you out of the nations, you know what under the spell of the nations. I collect you from all the places where you come, you getting please? Everyone sitting, he comes from a different background. All kibbutz goliaths. I'm collecting Hashem for some bomb beyond the Chazoko with till now you were splintered and spread out all the world with Chemish with great anger. You were all splintered, the Russian Jews couldn't come out, and the Moroccan Jews and this and that. I'm going to collect you. You know what? And I bring them in. And I'm going to bring you in and Midbar Ha'amin. Back into the Midbar. You're surrounded. You have no outside enemy, inside enemy. Midbar Ha'amin. When you spotted Itchem Sham, Ponim al Ponim, here we're going to test it face to face individually. Everyone has his own individual peculiar. How do you relate to me? No Hitlers, no Stalins, no Ben Gurions, nobody's confusing you. You're not a collective missionist. Ponim el Ponim. One has too many children, one has no children, one can't find a shidduch, one can't get out of a shidduch. Everyone has individual problems. Very individual. Kashen Ishpatati es Avosechem Bamidbar, like I judged and tested your parents in the Midbar, but in Eretz Mitzrayim, came the Shofet Itchem Ne'um Hashem Elokim. So will I retest you today. Don't you see clear where we are today? You're out of Mitzrayim, there's no Golus, but you are in the Midbar. I add to the word, the Leisi as the Midbar Amim, we are in the Midbar, but all the Amim is in our Midbar. Internet with you. It would be very easy to be in a middle when you're isolated from the world in the Sahara Desert and there's no outside influence. So then again, of course, you have nobody else. You know, you're going to be the midbar, you're going to see a Kodesh Baruch Hu, you're going to see man, you're going to see that you're supernatural people, you can't exist without a Kodesh Baruch Hu, but at the same time you have all the Amim in your pocket. At the point with the clutch of a button, you have all the nations, all the cultures with you. And now you have to struggle yourself and nobody could protect you. Only Hashem knows where you are. Are you cheating on me? Are you with me? Are you looking for Mashiach? Are you Avram Avinu that you is Nadev? Nobody could throw Avram Avinu. We are all individuals today. You have problems individually and prove yourself individually. Hashem says he gave it all. There was never a time, I think, since Shlomo Melech's Meshatoi, that the person could say with where you really want, they're going to help you. About the time, Messiah, if you want to be this, want to be good, we're going to help you. About the time, if you want to destroy yourself, open the door, commit suicide. There's never a time as our time of the day, take note. But if you want to be a tzaddik, you will help you be a tzaddik, all kind of a tzaddik. You want to be a chosser, you want to be a litvak, whatever, you want to be a mukubal, a baba, you want to be a nachman, anything what you want, you get it. And they pay you, they give you the tickets for that too. You want to be a Rosha, you could become the biggest Rosh, but never you could become Rav Ben Avad. You could ruin yourself, ruin other people, heute macht es Rabbi. When was there such a time? People run after you, learn Torah, teach, come, and everything. At the same time, the internet runs after you. And it destroys you. And you're always challenged alone. It's only between you and the Shabbat. It says, when Yishpat Itchem, Yikbat Sestem and Arotzes, Beweisen mit mir am Yishpatet mit Shampone Ponim. Kasher Yishpatet jetzt aber Sechem b'Midbar be'Eretz Mitzrayim, kein B'Shofet Itchem Yom Hashem Ki. And it says, Bevarti Etchem Tachas HaShovet. I'm going to lead you to underneath the stick. Because I'll tell us, all of them, when we were giving mice, every tenth should be Kodesh, They made a little door,